Uh, Yesterday we did show some aviation clips, the Continental Airlines commercials. They were quite the reminder, of a bygone era of wonderfulness. Just a bunch of civilized people on an aircraft enjoying the luxury that was flight, even in the 70s. But if we go back to the 50s, and look at what air travel was then, it was even more luxurious. This is a not really an ad. It's kind of a little mini quick documentary about jet aircraft. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Before this, there were propeller aircraft with vibration and noise, much like when Negroes are on a plane now. Vibration and noise. But the 707 was the first, the largest jet aircraft of the day. And they used to fly from New York to London, England. Yes, across the Grand Atlantic Ocean. And many people weren't used to jet aircraft. So they put out this little film showing how wonderful indeed the trip from New York to London was. Sit back and enjoy as we travel backwards in time to a wonderful Caucasian era Pan Am Clipper to Britain. Airlinemeals.net.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard the spacious cabin. Attractively decorated, air-conditioned, but draft-free. Newly designed individual overhead light units are an innovation. Roominess extends even to the powder rooms,
All right,
which
now,
look like those
the
in a
bathroom
private
looks
home.
pretty big. The bathrooms look like they're much larger than they were or are on modern aircraft. Because, back then, bitches needed a lot of equipment and stuff for their hair and makeup and their dress. And, the idea of making women have to squeeze into a tight little spot to take a whiz or a dump back then, perish the thought. So the bathrooms look a little bigger. All right. Look at this.
And a new sensation, complete absence of vibration. Near sonic speed, but inside one of the most stunning discoveries.
Good, pause it
no
again.
feeling of movement.
Look how they're facing each other. Like you rarely see any clips of people just sitting in a seat and miserable that there's some baby crying or a woman on her phone. Well, let me tell you what happened. I was at the ticket counter. Like they're sitting on a couch drinking wine, and there's stewardess who isn't old and fat is bringing them wonderful, wonderful things to eat. All right, continue.
Movement at all. No vibration, hardly any sound. A new concept in air transportation. The travail has been taken out of travel.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
It certainly is.
Altitude 35,000 feet. Our flying speed is 575 miles per hour. In addition, we're benefiting from a...
That's a lobster tail. They got some kind of salad thing or sauces, and that's a gourmet meal. A gourmet meal prepared for passengers on a plane, and not just first class. Coach got hot meals from the sexy stews. See that pilot too? That motherfucker had drilled a few bombs into Tokyo. Oh yeah. Yep. A good feeling all around this aircraft. Let her rip.
substantial tailwind by courtesy of the jet stream. Hence, our ground speed is now approximately 658 miles per hour. Indications are that our arrival at London Airport may be ahead of schedule.
The kid is
I'll be
dressed
speaking with you again from time to time. Thank you.
This is the atmosphere on a jet clipper flight. Delicious food adds to the enjoyment. It's prepared in 4 simultaneously operating galleys where dishes can be cooked in 5-minute ovens.
No Negroes up there in the flight deck. Look at this. Stewardess wearing gloves.
Scenes of living room quiet and relaxation. The mood enhanced by lighting that can be changed from the pale pink of dawn through all the variations to the dark blue of night.
How quickly would that be stabbed? The Queen would be stabbed into someone's eyeball. Whites
Ladies and
only.
gentlemen, this is your captain again. I've just been talking with flight control at London Airport. The temperature there is 64 degrees and the weather is clear.
The stewardess
If you
lights
haven't
are
already
no.
changed your watches to conform to the time difference, I suggest you do so now. We are now making our descent. I won't be speaking to you again, as we'll be in our landing pattern over London in the next few minutes.
I'll be banging.
It was
the
a pleasure to
sexy
have
stew
you aboard our jet
in
clipper.
Piccadilly
We
Circus
hope to have you with us again
before
soon.
midnight.
Thank you.
I can't get enough of it. I just can't. What happened? We were amazing. We were up here. Now we're down here. Like the Roman Empire. The peak of the Roman Empire. You know, as it was tailing off from its peak, they had some great times and great shit going on. It wasn't like the height of the Roman Empire and then it was the fall of the Roman Empire. It took quite some time. And after a while, people started noticing, remember back at the peak? That's how I feel when I watch this stuff. Sure, technology's better. I get it. We all have our little fucking phones. So we sit there on our plane and we look at our phone with our Wi-Fi if it works, and we just stare at it and scroll. And that's the great part of flying now, is that we have a phone or a screen in front of us. Everything you can get anywhere else, at home, in your car, at work. You get a screen. You can watch a movie on your computer at work. You can watch a movie on your phone. You could text. You could scroll on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. Watch videos. So there's nothing special going on. But that shit right there, traveling by plane, was special. The family, all gussied up in their best clothes. The mother with a dress on and the daughter wearing her dress. The father, a suit and tie. And the stewardess is at their beck and call. And they're sitting in lounge areas and drinking wine. And that was here. Now we're here. Our best times are past us as a country. There are some things that are much better than back then. But overall, I don't know. And it's not just, old Anthony waxing fantastic about the old days. No. There just was a word I've used a few times lately, decorum. Just respect. Having some respect for where you are, who you're around. Nothing. We just have nothing now. We have a bunch of angry people that just are loaded into these things like cattle. They're nasty people. The airline companies are greedy fucks. The country is now full of people that are fucking animals that don't know how to function in a civil society, let alone a microcosm of a civil society inside that cabin. And we just get utter shit, don't we? Sorry. Don't mean to depress.